Hi everyone. The nominees for the Game Awards was released today, and I was gonna do a video where I'm voting live, like on the actual website, but the website is crashing. So I figured I'd just watch the video that he released with all the nominees and tell you what I'm gonna vote for, I guess. By the way, if you don't know me, my name's Assassina. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Also, I am least equipped to vote for these games because this year I didn't have time to play many games. It was the worst year of my life, and I've just been busy. But I did play a handful. I just feel like I wish I would have played more, honestly. Normally I play every single game that's nominated for Game of the Year, or most of them. And this year I didn't get to play many, so I feel like I'd be surprised if I even played half. We'll see. But yeah, also I have a feeling this is going to be the most boring game awards because I feel like we all know what's going to win almost every category. So let's just watch the video and I'll let you know what I'll pick. And once the website finally works, I'll actually vote. So yeah. And also let me know what you guys voted for, especially for Game of the Year.
Hello everybody, it's Jeff Keighley, and the Game Awards season is officially here.
He's excited.
Leading up to our live show streaming everywhere on Thursday, December 11th. Welcome to our 2025 Global Nomination Announcement Special. Every year, we
I don't know if
come
I'll be
together
watching
as a
that
community to celebrate
and posting it. I'll probably just post the announcements that I think were exciting.
Games. And of course, also get a look at what's next from our
We'll see.
industry's most talented
I feel like I've been
creators.
disappointed
This year, there have
lately
been so
with
many incredible games
shows that
created
show
and
new
updated,
games.
but only
There's
a
barely
handful
anything
have
exciting
the
anymore.
honor of
I don't
being
know.
selected as
The games
nominees
industry is
for the
different
Game
than
Awards
it
by our
used to
global
be.
voting jury. Who's in the running?
Oh, by the
we're
way,
about to
our
find out
vote's
as we reveal
10%.
this year's
If
nominees
you're not part of the
across all
jury, your
categories.
vote
And
barely
you can
counts.
help
So
select the winners by voting
none
at
of this matters.
thegameawards.com. All right, should we do it? Here's the first category. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr for
Yep.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Verso, amazing.
Charlie Cox for Claire Obscure Expedition
Gustav.
33. Erica Ishii for Ghost of Yote.
No, I wasn't a big
Jennifer
fan.
English for Claire Obscure Expedition
I could see that.
33. Konatsu Kato for Silent
No.
Hill F. And Troy Baker for
Oh, I forgot
Jones'
Indiana
Great
Jones
Circle.
came out in that window. Okay, here I'm definitely gonna go for Ben Starr for Gustav. He was amazing. That game is amazing. I mean, it shows that 3 of the best performance nominees were of the same game. So yeah, that's an easy vote for me. Charlie Cox, pretty cool that Daredevil will be at the Game Awards. However, he was only in a very small part of the game. I guess that's a spoiler, but whatever. Oops. Yeah, so yeah, definitely Ben Starr. Also, he was great as Clive Rosfield in Final Fantasy 16. He was also Kazan from the first Berserker Kazan, which wasn't really much of a performance because he didn't talk much, which is a waste of good voice talent. However, I did really enjoy that game.
For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky.
Okay, so let's just talk about No Man's Sky for a second. That game was a failure at one point, although I did platinum the game and I did like it when it was in its worst state, kind of. But I do see the criticisms. Good on that team for being a best ongoing game still. It's been nominated and I think given awards for several years. Fortnite, you got to give a shout out to because it's constantly adding new IP to its content. Like I think recently it had The Simpsons, it's had Dragon Ball before, things that the people that play those games probably will never experience, but they're there. However, I'm gonna go Marvel Rivals because I love that game. I played a bunch of it in the beginning of the year and I just had so much fun. And even though I'm not still playing it, that's only because I'm busy and I'm playing other games. I still really like that game. So my vote would be Marvel Rivals.
For Best Mobile Game, the nominees
I don't play
are
mobile games.
Destiny Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Masume, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves.
Okay, I heard good things about Wuthering Waves. If I was to play a mobile game, it'd probably be that one. I heard really good things about it. However, I didn't play. But if I was gonna vote or guess what's gonna win, it would probably be Wuthering Waves.
This year's nominees for Best Art Direction are Claire Obscure, Expedition
Yep.
33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay, honestly, all of these games have really good art direction in different ways. I think they all excel in that. Ghost of Yote is gorgeous. It really is a beautiful game. But so is Ghost of Tsushima. And so is Death Stranding. Death Stranding, it just, the sky was amazing. And the weather effects, like the sandstorms and the avalanches, so cool. I think Hollow Knight, the original game. I haven't played Silksong, by the way. I haven't played Hades 2. I've just played Hades and Hollow Knight, and I haven't even finished those games, so I'm not equipped to even like say anything. I can see those winning as well because the art direction in those games is amazing. However, Expedition 33 looks like a painting. It reminds me of Elden Ring sometimes in how it's a painting and actually is painting. So yeah, beautiful, gorgeous game. I'm going to give it to Expedition 33. However, I think all of the games in this category deserve a shout out for art direction, for sure.
For best score in music, leveled up by
Expedition.
Spotify, the
Come on.
nominees are
Sweep, sweep, sweep,
Christopher
sweep,
Larkin
sweep,
for
sweep,
Hollow
sweep,
Knight Silksong.
I heard the music in
Darren
that game's
Korb
great.
for Hades 2. Lorian Testar for Claire Obscure Expedition
Hands down.
33. Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yotei.
No, the music wasn't that great in that
Woodkid
game.
and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 On the Beach.
Had some good
The best audio
songs. Okay,
design-
definitely Expedition 33. Hello. Hello. That freaking soundtrack is so incredible and so diverse. Like, oh, the vastness. I must have cried just hearing the intro when you're at the main screen of the game. And then on top of that, the music that plays throughout the game is just incredible. Like they had some tracks that were like bumping, they had some tracks that were super emotional. Just so good. So good.
Nominees are Battlefield 6,
I don't
Claire
know.
Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F. Best
Okay. Usually, like, I'll vote for a horror game here because I think horror games do really good with audio design. However, I feel like Silent Hill F for an horror game, while it had good audio design, it wasn't as good as other horror games that I've played. Also, that game was disappointing in many other ways besides that. So it had good audio design. However, I feel like I want to give it to Death Stranding 2 because the different sounds that you hear in that game and how it works with the DualSense and just that level of immersion was really, really cool. So I think I would vote for Death Stranding 2. Plus, I want to give Death Stranding 2 something. I can't give everything to Expedition. Yes, I can. But I want to give Death Stranding 2 some love because I really did like that game.
Best Adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022 to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work inspired by and based on an established video game world. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation.
A Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry.
That was okay.
Splinter Cell Deathwatch.
I didn't even know that was a
The Last of
thing.
Us Season 2, and Until Dawn.
Okay, all this was crap. The Last of Us Season 1 was great. Season 2, garbage. And I like The Last of Us Part 2. So there's that. The shit they did. I want to be a dad. That was just, it was so cringe. Oh my god. Let's not even talk about it anymore. None of these were really good. Even Devil May Cry, which I kind of liked a little bit. I thought it was pretty good. However, where's Sonic? Didn't that come out in December? Like, that was snubbed. Sonic was a great movie. I would have voted for it had it been here, but it's not. So I'm going to vote Castlevania.
For Best Narrative,
Y'all. Hello. Expedition.
the outstanding nominees are
No question.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2,
Story was okay in
On the
Death
Beach,
Stranding. I
Ghost
love
of
Neil
Yotei,
Vanna's
Kingdom Come
edition.
Deliverance 2,
No. First of all, Ghost of Yotei's story was the weakest part of the game. And Silent Hill F, don't even know the whole story till you play the game 3+ times. Who's gonna do that? Nobody. It's not even like the combat was good enough to justify that. Don't get me started. I didn't play Kingdom Come though, so I can't say anything.
Silent Hill F.
Best Community Support celebrates game developers who continually and transparently engage, support, and respond to their players. This year's nominees are
Baldur's Gate 3, Final
Cool.
Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2,
Aw,
and
I
No
love
Man's Sky.
Helldivers. All right. I would vote for Helldivers because I love Helldivers, although what I think is going to win, and what probably should win, is potentially Baldur's Gate. That would be cool.
Your nominees for Games for Impact are Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop.
The only game I've heard about in this category is South of Midnight, so I'd vote for that. It's probably going to win. But I heard that game was like meh. So, yeah.
In the category of Best Multiplayer, the nominees are Arc Raiders,
Yep.
Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
Okay. So, I did have fun playing Split Fiction with my partner. However, And Elden Ring was also great. I platinumed that game. I played solo. I didn't play with anyone, but I think playing with people would have been fun. I really enjoyed it, despite me not wanting that out of From Software. But I also think that Arc Raiders, I haven't played it myself. However, I've seen streams of it, and it actually looks really, really fun. I think it's gonna be Arc Raiders, and I kind of want to vote for the people. So even though I didn't play it myself, I think I'm gonna go with Arc Raiders because of what I've seen, and I do want to play that game. So yeah.
Best independent
I wouldn't be
game
mad if Night
celebrates
Rain won,
games with a high
or
degree
Split Fiction.
of risk tolerance, produced outside the traditional publisher system. Those nominees are Absolem, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33,
It's not fair.
Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay. So I think that this is where we got a little bit of problems, right? All right, I want to play Blueprints and I want to play Silksong. I do, especially Blueprints. Oh my god, that game looks so unique. However, Expedition's here, and like it's an indie game, although it doesn't feel like one, which tells me that that's probably what's gonna win. I wouldn't be surprised if Silksong won though. It's very successful. Blueprints was also very successful. I feel like it could go either way because they might like feel bad. I feel like people aren't gonna vote for Expedition 33 because they're like, oh, that's gonna win Game of the Year. So let's like highlight another indie game. I'm gonna vote for Expedition 33 because I haven't played Silksong or Blueprints. But I wouldn't be mad. You know what I mean? But it's just not fair. It's just not fair.
Best debut indie game recognizes a development team that hasn't won a game award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are
Expedition 33.
Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Despelote, Dispatch, and Megabomb.
Oh, okay. I heard great things about Dispatch. I haven't played yet. I do plan to play on the channel a full playthrough now that all the seasons are out, probably next week when I'm off for Thanksgiving break. But yeah, I heard great things about that. Wouldn't be mad if it won. Megabonk, I've played a little bit of it and I've seen it played. It's so fun. It's like Vampire Survivors kind of, and I love Vampire Survivors, but I do like Vampire Survivors way more. I'm gonna go Expedition 33. It's not fair, I know.
For Best VR AR game, the nominees are Alien Rogue Incursion, Ark and Age,
I don't play
Ghost
VR
Town,
games.
Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk.
Never heard of it,
content
except
creator-
Midnight Walk, so I think Midnight Walk's gonna win, and that's probably what I'd vote for, even though I have no idea, and I will never play it. I don't watch content creators, y'all, much, but let's
For the
see.
year, the nominees are Pedro, Kai Sanat,
Oh! Oh!
Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and The Burnt Peanut.
Okay, hear me out. The only one I watch here is Moist Critical Charlie. And I agree with him on a lot of things. We think similarly when it comes to like video games and like opinions on like movies and stuff. He's the only one that I actually consumed the content for in this list. However, you gotta give Kai Cenat some love because he is super popular and he's from the Bronx like me. So I kind of want to give him love for that reason. He's probably gonna win, to be honest. He does some big things on his streams. Like Mafiathon, he's like streaming for like a year. No, it's not a year, but you know, it's mad long. And it's like they do crazy shit. However, for me personally, I like more chill like content creators. He screams too much. He's too high energy for me. I prefer the more chill, like Moist Criticals. So yeah, I'm gonna go Charlie on that. Moist
Part
Critical.
of the Game Awards is looking forward to what's next. And don't worry, we'll have lots of games to announce for you on December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game?
Lots of caca.
Here are the nominees based on currently announced titles.
GTA 6.
007 First
It's been
Light,
that for
Grand
3 years.
Theft Auto 6, Marvel's
It
Wolverine,
just keeps getting delayed.
Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4.
Huh?
The best act
Wait a minute. The Witcher 4 isn't even, there's no release window. It's probably not going to release until like 2027. I'm surprised it's even here. Also, if it is, that's crazy because 2026 is going to be, oh my gosh. If you have all of those games, especially Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, which is coming out in the beginning of the year, GTA 6, and what was the other one? 007. I'm not like that excited for it, but yeah, it, it looks like cool, I guess. What was the other one? There's another one. I forgot
The
already.
Witcher 4.
No, it was
The
just
best
those. Right? Sorry, y'all.
Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem,
Yeah.
and The Witcher 4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to vote GTA 6 again for like the third year in a row. I feel like this has been like on my top #1 game of the year, most anticipated game list for years, and it still is. I just hope it doesn't get. I mean, it got delayed till November, so I think that's the final delay. Let's hope. But yeah, basically, I'm looking forward to all these games. 2026 is gonna be fire.
The best action.
I wouldn't be mad if any other games won. Well, I would be mad if 007 won, but if like Marvel's Wolverine won or Resident Evil or The Witcher 4, although The Witcher 4 I'm gonna be mad because that's not coming out this year. In 2026. Let's just be real. If either Wolverine or Resident Evil won, I'd be happy still.
Action adventure game nominees are Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
I like Death Stranding more than I like Ghost of Yote. However, the combat in Ghost of Yote was better than Death Stranding. I think the puzzles and traversal. The traversal might be better in Ghost of Yote because it's more simple, but the traversal is part of the puzzles in Death Stranding 2. So I feel like I should give it to Death Stranding 2 because of that, although I did really like the combat and traversal, although not so much the puzzles in Ghost of Yote. So I wouldn't be mad if either of them won, to be honest. I think this is going to go to Death Stranding 2. But yeah.
For best
That's my
role-playing
vote.
game, the jury selected Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2.
Okay, so I haven't played the Outer Worlds 2 yet. It's probably going to go to Kingdom Come Deliverance or Expedition 33. I'm going to vote Expedition 33. I have not played Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I feel like for this specific category, there's nothing more role-playing like than Kingdom Come. It's almost too realistic from what I hear, so I can see that winning. That's probably, again, this is going to be one of the categories that people are like, let's just give it to another game. And I think Kingdom Come would be that game. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Expedition 33 won, which is what I'm going to vote for. Also, just quick thing, I did play Monster Hunter, and that was really fun, but I just don't think it's going to win.
In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5.
The FGC is going to pop off in 2026 with that new Arc Systems Works Marvel token game. Anyway, yeah, I haven't played any fighting game this year. However, if I was to guess, it'd be Marvel vs. Capcom. I mean, I love those games. So yeah, I'd vote for that, and that's probably what's going to win.
Revo World Stage. The nominees for Best Action Game are Battlefield 6, Doom
I heard
the
that game was
Dark
good.
Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of...
Okay, I didn't play Ninja Gaiden 4, but I heard the comment's really good, but I hear it gets redundant. I think I would have voted here for a game that's not here, which is the first Berserker Kazan. I really enjoyed that as an action game. Like, focus on combat. If we're talking about combat, that game had great combat. Ghost of Yote also had great combat, but I understand why it's not here, because that's not the sole focus. Whereas Ninja Gaiden it is. What was the other game? My brain. Oh, Hades. Hades is very, yeah. It's probably gonna be Hades, actually.
Hades 2.
Now that I think about it. Doom was fun too, but it's my least favorite Doom. So I guess I'm not really equipped. I would vote for
Doom the
the
Dark
first
Ages,
Berserker Kazan.
Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
I think this should go to either Hades or Ninja Gaiden 4, even though I didn't play those games. I think Hades is gonna win this category. That's what I think. I think Hades is gonna win. And I'll vote for it, even though Doom's the only one I played.
Vengeance.
Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. The The nominees for innovation and accessibility are
Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight.
I didn't play any of these games, so I'm gonna vote Doom. It's the only game I played. However, I played that game on Nightmare, so it wasn't accessible for me at all. But that was by choice, huh?
Next up, Best Family Game. The nominees are
This has to go to like...
Donkey Kong Bonanza,
Yeah.
Lego Party, Lego Voyagers.
Wait, was Donkey Kong multiplayer? Could someone play as Pauline? That would be boring. You just sing sometimes. Huh. I played Lego Voyagers with my partner. It's like, that game's like an hour long.
Mario
You
Kart
platinum it in an hour. It's just Mario Kart World, yeah.
World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction.
Okay, so Split Fiction was fun to play. I think that the story in that game was very mature for children, I think. It was very, like, sort of deep and dark. But it is fun. I wouldn't be mad if Split Fiction won here. I also wouldn't be mad if Donkey Kong or Mario Kart won. I feel like it's gonna go to Mario Kart, to be honest. However, I'm gonna vote Donkey Kong, because I think of all those games, I had the most fun playing that game. Although, it's not a game I don't think you could play with the family, right? It's just a family, like, it's family friendly. It's very easy. I'll go Donkey Kong, but I think sorry. I wouldn't be mad if Split Fiction, Mario Kart, or Donkey Kong won, but I think Mario Kart's gonna win here.
The Best Sim Strategy Game nominees are The Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum.
Alright, I haven't played any of these games, however, I'm gonna go Final Fantasy Tactics, because it's the only game I do want to play on this list. Yeah, and I think it'll probably win.
These games are nominated for Best Sports Racing Game.
I'm
EA
not
Sports
equipped.
FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross.
I'll give that to Mario Kart,
now
easy.
the nominees in our 3 esports categories.
Even though the open
Starting
world
with
did nothing for me.
Best Esports Game. The
I
nominees
don't
are
know anything about this.
Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2,
Sure.
League of Legends,
Yep.
Mobile Legends, Bang
Probably
Bang,
League of Legends.
and
It
Valorant.
always wins, doesn't it?
The nominees for Best Esports Athlete are
I don't know
Brock,
these people.
Chovy, Forsaken, Kakaru, Mena RD, and Zywoo.
I don't know.
And for Best Esports Team, our Special
no
Esports
opinion.
Committee nominated these teams. Gen G League of Legends, NRG Valorant,
I don't
Team
know. Yeah, I'm
Falcons,
sorry.
Dota 2, Team Liquid
I should just
PH,
stop the video
Mobile
here.
Legends,
Oh, no,
Bang
wait, there's
Bang,
Name of the Year.
and Team Vitality, Counter-Strike 2.
Okay, we're almost done, but there are still 2 very important categories to go. First, Best Game Direction recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Expedition.
The nominees are
Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yeah, that's my
Death
vote.
Stranding 2 On the Beach.
It's
Ghost
just
of
more Death
Yoko,
Stranding.
Hades
Just more
2,
Ghost.
and
Just more
Split
Hades.
Fiction.
And
It
now
Takes
it's
Two
the
is
big
better.
one.
I'm gonna go
GOTY,
Expedition.
Game of the Year,
GOTY?
recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience to players across
This is obvious,
all
isn't
creative
it?
and technical fields.
We all know
This
who's
year's
gonna
awards,
win.
our global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as the nominees
Hello?
for Game of
Expedition
the Year.
33 is gonna win, and that's what I
Claire
vote for.
Obscure Expedition 33 from
And that's what's gonna win.
Sandfall Interactive. Death Stranding 2.
Alright, good. I
On
love
the
that game.
Beach
The
from
game was great. Probably
Kojima
top 3 to
Productions.
5
Donkey
of this year.
Kong Bonanza.
It's
from
fun.
Nintendo.
I don't think I'm as high on it
Hades
as other
2
people.
From Supergiant Games.
Okay.
Hollow Knight Silk
Okay,
Song
2 games I
from
haven't
Team
played that I
Cherry.
get it.
And
I get it.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
Alright,
from Warhorse
alright.
Studios.
Huh.
There you
Expedition.
have it, your nominees for
Easy.
Game of
Now
the
I
Year.
want to play Kingdom
Now
Come
those are
Deliverance
official,
more.
you can
And I
anticipate
gotta
more and
finish
balance on the
Hollow
Game
Knight
Awards
and
Orchestra,
Hades 1
playing
so I
their
can play the
themes as
2
part of our
part 2.
musical salute to the nominees live on December
Yeah, that's
11th.
gonna be exciting,
But before
especially
that,
for
we need your help
Expeditions.
to decide which nominees become the
performance.
winners. Make sure to head to thegameawards.com to
Well,
cast
Jeff,
your
let me
ballot.
tell you
New
something.
this
Your
year,
website doesn't
download
work,
your
so I
vote
can't
cards.
vote for
You can
shit.
share your picks
Okay,
on
it's been
social
loading
media.
for the whole day.
There is still
And I tried to do
one
this
more
video,
category where the nominees
and I
have
had
yet
to
be
succumb to
revealed.
this
Player's voice.
so that I'm not
Fans
editing for hours.
100% select the winner from 30 nominees.
So if you would fix
We'll announce
that,
those nominees on
I would
Monday,
appreciate
December
it,
1st.
'cause it's
Set a
not
reminder on the
working.
website if you want to be alerted.
Okay.
The winners in all categories
Anyway, guys,
will be revealed
those are my
live
votes.
during TGA
Let me know what you voted
when
for.
it
What's
streams
your game of the
globally
year?
on Thursday, December
As
11th,
are there any
starting
games
with
that aren't
opening
here that
act
you think
at
should have been?
4:30 p.m.
I feel like
Pacific,
First Berserker
7:30 p.m.
Kazan should have been
Eastern,
here
12:30
somewhere
a.m.
for like Best
GMT
Combat.
at
Action,
thegameawards.com
sorry.
and live across every major
Also,
video and social platform out there.
Sonic for the
Thanks for watching.
adaptation, although I don't really care about that
December
category.
11th to celebrate the best. And
Maybe
see
I'll
what's
care about
next
it more when
in
Fallout
video.
Season 2 comes out. But, yeah. I don't know. Overall, I think this is going to be the most boring Game Awards because I think the winner is obvious. I think Clair Obscur is going to sweep this whole shit. It is currently my game of the year, although at the end of the year I get more time off from work, so I'll get to catch up, and definitely gonna play Dispatch, definitely gonna try to play Kingdom Come if I can. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. Expedition, y'all. Game's fire. It's perfect in every way. The music was top tier. The visuals, it was gorgeous. The character animations and the characters themselves. I don't think a game has talked about grief as authentically as this game. It had the best story next to The Last of Us. I don't think I've played a game with such a good story since The Last of Us. So yeah, that's saying a lot. And it was up there in terms of I think I cried 500 times playing that. And sometimes it was just listening to the music. Though, I mean, it wasn't perfect. There was things about the map I didn't like. I would have liked to mark things more. Sometimes if you played as Minoko, or even just sometimes the characters would just cover the whole camera and you had to parry and dodge. So that was kind of annoying. But the fact that they added parry and dodge mechanics to a turn-based game and redefining that genre, that I think, not that it's dying, but less people are into it. I think between Baldur's Gate and Expedition, we're getting more really good solid games that have these types of combat, and it's just kind of nice to see this combat style redesigned and done well, and done in a way that's more active and less passive, because in typical turn-based games, even Persona 5, which redefined that genre several years ago, it's still you could do the attack, and then while the enemy's attacking, you could walk away and take a piss or look at your phone for a sec. Whereas in Expedition, you had to stay locked in. You could literally have a great build, but if you don't block or parry, you're screwed. Which honestly, I don't want to see all turn-based games do this at all. I think Expedition needs to be maybe one of the few, if not the only one, because it could get tiring. And I do ultimately think when you get into the harder bosses of Expedition, that kind of combat style only shows its issues a little bit more, because you have to either have a very specific build to succeed, like when you fought Simon, or you have to memorize these really crazy patterns, these crazy combos, for the enemy to go for 100,000 combos, and then you only get to hit once, and you barely do any damage. And then even if you do get them to their third phase, you could team wipe if you don't do it at a certain time. I don't know, it was just annoying. I mean, I did it, but I had to have a very specific build, which is fine, whatever. I feel that's when the combat for me started to fall off. I think the combat was great, and I like how it redefined that genre. However, I just don't want to see all games do this, and I feel they could have tweaked it a little bit more to be even better. However, it's just great. It's just great. It's just the narrative. Oh my god, I was so into it. It was just so good. So yeah, it's gonna win. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching.